are becoming some of my favorite moments of the day. Just, I feel so grounded when I get here. And it's all technology and AI, people. And of course, you, humans, the humans that make this all possible. Otherwise, it would just be empty circuitry and wires humming away. Yes. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I want to start incorporating some jazzercise somehow when I figure out how to do it. Or maybe we start the day with like 10, 15 minutes of panel dancing. That sounds even better than jazzercise, panel size. I remember during COVID on my Zoom, we had this little group that would meet. We'd meet midday, like around noon after lunch, and we'd do about 15, 20 minutes of dancing together. That was fun. Oh, right. Well, actually, that's the afternoon thing. This, you think? Well, somebody's telling me that I need to lose the satanic imagery to get more people. That people are staying away because of all the satanic shit. And I'm like, there's hardly any of it left. It's basically the t-shirts. Unless they mean the satanic antlers. But yeah, this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, we're going to do the great matchup. So everyone's welcome to be here for that. You don't have to be, you'll still get your person communicated to you through the internet grapevine, I'm sure. Probably before I can even officially do it. I'm definitely not trying to turn people away. And you know what else turns people away even more than the Satanism? My personality. That that little sharp edge that I have, that rigidity. It sets me up as difficult. And I think people want a smooth entry. So we'll have to find a way to like grease it up so that they can get it in. Stop. Morning vibes, good vibes. So we have cool stuff today. Oh, I didn't drop the link, did I? Let me get that started. We have a new one from Frank that I can't wait to get into. We actually have two. Get ready for this. It is disco, cow, and chicken. Yes, we're almost to porn, cow, and chicken. Baum, chicken, bow, bow. Get it? We're almost there, but we got disco, cow, and chicken. And as a bonus, which we can play later for the particularly long pisses, the remix, the 7+ minute remix. And Moose has a new experimental video called Radioactive Baby that I haven't seen yet either. I don't know what it is, but just the word experimental on it coming from Moose has me on tenterhooks. All right, there is the link. And I guess, I don't know, do I even need to say anymore? We could probably just get right into the videos. Why don't we do this radioactive baby thing? I'm just dying to find out what it is. And it looks like it has our Panelverse celebrity herself, Mrs. Snowfire. Miss Snowfire. I don't know what her status is. Snow. All right, here we go. Look at that. That's not how I picture the lounge, but I kind of like it. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, this kills me. There's got to be a daddy for me here somewhere. This is totally my vibe. I love that glass. Look at this. The end of every Nuka-Cola. Single dream. I thought I was the only one left beneath the broken sun. Then I saw you standing in the ash. My heart Moose, I can't wait to do our game. Your talent for capturing the setting.
You really set my heart aglow. Your pretty hair is falling out, maybe, but I'm never, ever gonna let you go.
Totally not what I expected, but I'm loving it. Look at that. Oh my God, that's so cool. We gotta merge Coca-Cola now. We have our spokesperson.
The Geiger town is clicking.
That's not Moose. That's not a bad think up.
Whenever you come walking down the street,
What happened to your briefcase?
fools all run when they see us coming through, 'cause nothing is as bright, my dear, as you. We'll build a house from bottle caps and tin and never
Building a house from bottle caps. Can you think of a more perfect way to describe it?
Radioactive, baby. You really set my heart aglow. Your pretty hair.
I'm sorry I'm not looking at comments. I absolutely cannot break my eyes away for one single
Let you go, you're my radio.
Lord, I want to be. Where are these people? I want to go find them. Oh, right. Let's do that.
They said the atom split the world in two.
My God, you're great.
Just brought me
Or you and the
straight
AI.
to you.
Whatever the AI is breaking out of your brain. Or you're breaking out of the AI.
'Cause if the sky is
We are
sickly
loving it.
green,
Oh my, this is.
you're the prettiest
I could have like a whole video of just
I've
those
ever
dances.
seen.
It's just look at a fucking drag. It's just surprise after surprise after surprise. That's what you get with the Moose video. It's like walking through the coolest little haunted house ever, and you don't know what's gonna pop out at you next time you turn the corner. A flower amongst all of its beauty, amongst the
Radioactive, baby, you really
cool
set
green
my
shit to
heart
get us through.
aglow. Your pretty hair is falling out, baby, but
These are my favorite bar now. I want a bar now.
I'll let you go. You're my radioactive, baby, and I love
Wild. Experimental is correct. And I think it's the way to go. Wow, I don't even want to see the prompts for this. Do we get the Moose? You are approaching art. High levels of art. Yeah, that was it touched all the right nerves. Oh, okay, so it's a video game reference. I love that post-apocalyptic aesthetic. I always have, even growing up. And like ruined cities and abandoned cities and derelict neighborhoods, all of that. Modern ruins, the ruins of today. Wow. Moose, I don't even know. It's just, I bow to your power. You're doing things in these videos that Hollywood is not even doing lately for me. So there's a freshness here, and a possibly very demented. Good thing this is a mental health channel, huh? Keep up the good work, and I'll try to keep up mine. All right. Well, I don't know. What do y'all think? Do we need a change of vibes? You're ready for disco chicken? You think you can handle it? Let's take a listen. Disco cow and chicken. The two of them together. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but in the last video or so, there was just cow. We don't know what's going on with the two of them, but I'm pretty sure chicken wears the pants in this relationship. So we'll have to find out when Frank shows up. Here we go. Disco cow. Move over, John Travolta. There's a new animal in town. Tearing up the dance floor. Everyone's doing the funky chicken. Y'all remember that one? Growing up. Those that grew up with disco. Do the funky chicken. Now we can do the funky cow. And our chicken. Funky bull. Sexy time. These are the vibes. These are the times. This is the bliss. I am sitting here in my drawers. I haven't changed anything yet. So I don't know what the YouTube rules are. Put some boxers on. Oh my God, I can't wait. I think we have a lot of individual creators that contribute their stuff here, Frank, Moose, etc. But I think after today with this collaboration thing, we're gonna unlock even new veins of creativity. Like these are just one person. This is just Frank sitting at his computer. Imagine when you put the power of two together. I think we need to pace this, because if we do it too quickly, it may disrupt the fabric of reality. We're sitting on something big. I can feel it. And it takes, this is what I'm learning. I don't know if y'all can hear the overviews. Oh, yeah, well, there's monetization. There's opportunity there. Many people would probably pay to not have that in their brain, and many people, few, maybe one or two people would pay to have it. My daddy that I know is out there just waiting somewhere behind some bush. This is what I'm learning. Here, I'm gonna bump this down just a bit. That it's no one person can do it. It takes everybody, or at least some people. And like Moose wanted me and him and Landry to work together, but in a certain way. I wanted me and him and Landry to work together, but in a particular way. And Landry wanted us to work together, but in a certain way. And we had to, like, no one person can dictate the way this happens. We have to kind of give ourselves over to a process that's larger than any of us, and be willing to flex and bend and not have it any one way. And that's what I'm learning. If you can tune into this process and the particular way it works, then a lot of good's able to come out of it. But you kind of have to give a little, give up something a little, and be willing to do it not your way, not anybody's way. It's about working together in a way that no one person controls. That's what I'm learning about this Panelverse thing. And really, it's only started because we haven't even done the collaborations yet. So there's more to learn. Moose, we're working on dignity. Panelverse has a lot of catching up to do in the dignity area. But I was thinking earlier today about respect and what it is that allows me to work with some of the people here and not others. And respect was the key ingredient that I hit on. And that was also the key ingredient to having a successful relationship with my Mike, and successful relationships with the few managers and coworkers that I've had them with. Because when you have respect is a specific emotion, and it's one of the higher emotions. It doesn't come from that animal brain. It comes from that same brain that creates art and tries to do good and searches for truth and beauty and all of that. Respect is part of that, uh, this neocortex up here. And when you have it for a person, you approach things completely differently than the people you don't have that emotion for. You conflict means different things. They're like people I respect, I don't want conflict with them. I respect them too much to take it down to the level of conflict. So when conflict starts, you approach it differently right from the start. Collaboration, working together, like things like control, and that you're willing to give much more like latitude to the person that you respect. It's less of a fight. It really is more of a I want this to work for this person. I want it to work for me. I want it to work for both of us because I want to keep that respect intact. So you will do more to protect that flame and guard that gate when that respect is there. Respect, I guess, is the flame that you're protecting. And so when you have respect for somebody, that is so worth protecting that you're going to manage conflict and you're going to manage collaboration completely differently than people you don't have it for. So maybe in some small way, this panelverse collaboration can be a way to build a little bit of respect, at least creative respect. You don't have to have personal respect. You can still think they're trash and messy and all the other stuff that you think about them, that I think about the people. Um, but you can still respect their talent. You can still respect their ability. You can still respect their commitment. You can still respect their ability to try to work together and rise to something higher. So there's something you can find to respect about them, maybe, that'll start that little seed growing. And with me, honestly, when I started it, when I had this idea, I was ready, I was willing to just do it. I didn't need anybody else. I can pull this off by myself. I've done plenty of this kind of stuff. But there's people that took it and jumped in and ran with it. And to me, help make it better and help broaden its reach, take it to people and play that I could not have taken it on my own. So, and some of them were people I would never have worked with. That's that process I'm talking about. Instead of jumping in and saying, no, we're not doing it that way. It's my idea. I don't want this person involved, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, these people are stepping up. That's what you wanted, right? If two or three people are willing to do that, why would you try to get in their way? Take it as a blessing, work with it. This is that process. And I had to learn to just step back and say, okay, these are the people that are excited as I am about it. Let's all of us get together and start collaborating and make this happen. And that is exactly what led us to where we are today. Sitting here with this guy talking about creativity and who knows what else. Welcome, Moose. You look good in the bushes. Your green matches.
1 second.
Are you there?
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Ah,
I'm plugging in my camera.
good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm going to do a topic on it next week. That's going to be one of our workshop things. Is respect, the importance of respect to community building and to individual growth.
What's going on, guys?
Just getting our good vibes for the day.
So you were saying something about people could still think that like each other are trash and they just don't really like
The
someone or
judgment,
whatever.
yeah.
So
And
like I
and
think
and
that's
some of it's legitimate. Like there's wounds from the past with some of these people.
yeah, and I think it's really childish, but I think that's what people are like inside. Like I think that until they have the conversations and the healing goes through, that they're going to continue thinking these bad thoughts about each other, and I think that's fine. I think what happens though is um, it starts to become a problem when you go places and you start talking about those people. You know, like me and Bex, for instance, we never had a problem. We never had an issue. We always like were cool and everything.
Yeah, I never
But
knew y'all to have an issue.
um, but I stand for like some really like I have some really hard lines in the sand, and I stand for um the people that don't allow slander and you know stories and shit like that about people's families and stuff. So when Bex did that and allowed that on her channel, that was the day that I was like, well, you know what, fuck her. And then what did I do? I had a conversation about this person on somebody else's channel, and so instead of having that conversation with her and just saying, you know, this is how I feel, and just letting her know how I see things and seeing how she responded and being an adult about it, like I just cut the whole friendship off, cut the whole line off, and was just like, you know what, fuck this person. They're absolutely
And y'all
destroying
went and
me.
trolled her, made an attack video. Don't leave that part out.
I don't think the Bumblebee was an attack video. That was kind of like the softest attack I've ever
It was a
seen.
low point because it was a former fat kid making fun of
I
somebody
didn't think
else's
that
weight
though.
with a big fat bee flying around.
I had nothing to do with the video though.
Okay, fair enough.
So like I had no creative direction, didn't even know the video was being made. It's just
But
that's the
you
thing though
did
that
choose to
happened.
handle it in a particular way that day, and you're saying that
Definitely.
you see now like there's other ways that
Yeah,
it could
there's
have been
other ways
handled.
to handle it. Like if you handle it in a different way, like if I would have just approached her differently, because we're all creators, right? If I would have approached her differently, then she would have handled it differently, and then we could have probably rose above that and then added her into the group of people that we can create with. Now, what it's done is it's destroyed relationships that are never going to be rebuilt again because
Well,
some
don't
people
rule it
don't,
out though, because look at all the relationships that are getting
or
repaired, and part of
possibly.
that's because of your efforts. So you're selling your own self short by doing that.
I know, but I do know that there's people on here that hold like grudges and stuff like that. So you're right. I'll keep the door open, but my whole point is just if these people work together and they have an actual professional relationship and they treat YouTube like an actual job and they walk around the buildings not talking shit about each other, but like if they have something to say, they say it to that person, or they just keep their shit to themselves because you know
That's not going to happen.
a lot of this stuff doesn't really need to come out. A lot of the times, like me and you, Jeff, like we don't go behind the scenes and start talking about Landry.
We we
Like
really
the
don't.
only time we ever bring Landry up was when I was trying to bridge the divide between you guys, and that was it. It's just like with other people, we hardly ever bring anyone up in our private communications, unless we're analyzing a situation or whatnot. It's not to like drag people through the mud and stuff. And I think if more people started practicing that, we would all be able to work together. Just shut the fuck up about each other and do the creative stuff, right?
Because I think we have something to offer the world, but it's not going to happen if we can't stop fighting long enough to make it happen. But once it happens, I think
Silly.
I think we're going to be surprised.
It's like people are fighting over shit that doesn't even matter,
I
and
know.
it's like it's old feelings that have already come and gone, and it's like if you hold on to those old feelings, if you hold on to that like that resentment of the
It's
other.
just loop. I think it's there's nothing to replace it with, so they just keep defaulting to these loops. But now we're finding ways to replace it with other things that they could switch to. And you were talking about like having your lines, like your really firm lines, but then I'm thinking about that's one of the things that you help me learn is about that rigidity and like drawing those lines too firmly, even if we
Yeah,
think we're justified.
it's true. It is true because, but the reason why I jumped on this one so hard is because I know what it's like to get your family thrown on the internet. I know what it's like to have like
Mm.
people who don't like you have, they have their eyes on you. They know where you live. They know where, like, they have your phone number now. They got it kind of makes you feel really uneasy. Like after that whole incident that happened with that one dude and
You talking
my
about like the cop
hotel.
calling thing?
No, not the cop calling thing. I'm talking about the situation with me and
Oh,
somebody else where they put
oh,
my
okay.
family on
Oh,
the
right,
internet
right.
and put my
Yeah.
number and my hotel and stuff like that. And we're like, "Oh, I'm not telling you to do anything, but if you go visit Moose or whatever, stuff like that." Like I didn't sleep for an entire night because I was just like, "Man, like what if someone does come? Then I have, then I have to defend myself." And I have no problem defending myself, but damn, dude, like that kind of shit, like it takes it real life, and it takes like a creative process that we're having. We're creating content for people to be entertained and possibly learn something, grow from it, or whatever. And we're taking that, and we're just like we're 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 doing some harmful shit to people. And I felt that that's a similar situation when you allow people to um, bring others' families and stuff like that into this situation, because this is not what it is. Like I don't bring my daughter into here. I don't bring my wife in here unless if they walk on screen, they say hi or whatever, cool. But like that's not what we're doing here, and you know that, and I know that, and everybody that we are associating with knows that our family is not part of this. So when you bring the family into it, I am so against it. And when you could have like possible like real life reactions from people, like what if there was people out there looking for Landry and his family? What if they actually caused harm to his family? Like who's going to pay for that? Why would we even allow like those situations to happen? It's like screaming fire in
I
a
don't. It's
a
a line from
hotel.
my channel. I don't let it happen on here.
Exactly. And so like I let that trigger me. I let it fire me up, and I let it like do that. I'm not above it. I'm not above saying you know, I rode the wave of passion that comes with the justice of holding people like that accountable. And when
Yeah.
they don't want to be held accountable is when I become vicious and I become cruel.
But see, some of that's your control freakiness too.
I know,
Of
and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being
well,
fucking cruel. If you're not going to like even own up to the shit you've done when you're hurting other people, like sometimes you gotta feel
but
it.
a lot of people won't. Like you can't really expect that
Exactly.
of everybody.
So instead of being above it, sometimes I take the low road and I'm like, okay, so you made somebody else feel like shit. You made somebody else like have sleepless nights, and you had somebody else worry about their family. Well, maybe I should just make you so miserable that like you fucking feel like shit. And that's where we go on here, and that's where these people take it. It's not just me, it's everybody. It's all these people. All these people, like they they'll have like fucking week long, month long, fucking year long drama with
Hmm.
each other for no fucking reason
Hmm.
other than to bother each other.
That's the only life they know. Like, what would they do without the drama? Nothing. It would be crickets. They'd get bored and start more drama.
And yeah, it's sometimes it's fun because some people are not very entertaining. Like when you get a panel and somebody's talking for an hour and nobody wants to fucking hear them. It's fun to interrupt them. It's fun to talk to them and be like, yo, this is the truth that nobody wants to fucking tell you. Nobody wants to tell you that you're
You're
not
boring.
entertaining. Nobody wants to tell you that we really don't want you here. But, if you want to be here, just like get a fucking microphone or get a fucking headset or something. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that like I bring up that other people hate me
Standards.
for, and I bring the standards, and I also bring the cruelty. Like I'll tell you exactly what's wrong with you, and I'll use it like to tear you apart if that's what you're doing to other people.
But that's what I look for that. Some people That's hard to find, and some people know how to use that kind of criticism to improve.
But I also feel bad about it. Like I told you too. I said something directly to you, and most people, if I would have said that to them, they would have been like, you know what, fuck you, Moose.
What did you say to me?
I said it on Discord like last week or something. I said something about the reason why people leave you
Oh yeah, why they don't want
is
to work
because
with
you're
me.
so stubborn. Is
Yeah.
you're very stubborn and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
I,
needed to
I
hear
I
that. Look
said it
at
in a
what it
different
did.
way.
I needed to hear that. Look at the effect it had. It started me looking at that, and I made some changes. And if someone had not said that, I might have never paid as much attention to it as I did. That's why I find that kind of approach so helpful.
But
So
we
don't
also
lose
have a
that.
respect for each other. We've talked with
Yeah.
each other for
Yeah, I know how
a
to take
while. And
because of that. That's what I was saying about respect. I know how to take when you say stuff like that differently than if somebody I didn't have respect for said it. And the respect was built, for those that want to know, from working together without drama. When you work together long enough with someone and you don't have drama and you manage conflict, a respect naturally develops. An appreciation for that person's ability to work with you naturally develops. So
yeah, I
any
mean,
of you can have that respect if you start working constructively with people.
a lot of people have asked like, "Oh, what's the why are you over at Gen X Jeff's? Why aren't you over here? Why aren't you over there or whatever?"
They don't
And
own you.
no, it's not about that. It's curiosity.
Oh,
They're curious, you know. And it's anytime I come around, I'm treated the way I want to be treated. You know, I walk through the doors, I'm like welcomed into the hall, you know. You have a seat for me. If I'm hungry, you got some food for me, you know. You're pretty much set it up to be a very welcoming place, and it's so we're able to have conversations that other shows like don't normally have because they either don't have a space for that where the host is always wanting to be the one on stage and they want to interrupt each other, or it's just not the place for that. It's just not the venue, you know. So to be taken seriously here is different. So
well, you're one of the people that showed up and used the space exactly what I designed it for. You jumped in, you started contributing, doing things like building community, and I'm like, this is perfect. This is exactly the type of people that I want showing up here. And so you became like the prototype for everything I was looking for on this channel. And you put a lot of effort of your own effort into it to make it what it is and keep it going. So that's I wanted this to be community built, and you helped it to be that.
yeah, and at times I've taken a step back and just let you do your own thing for a long time, and you always do your own thing. But I mean, uh, I just wasn't here for a couple weeks here, a couple weeks there, and stuff. And it's nothing personal at all. It's like I was just watching your channel grow, and I also have realized that um, I'm not really interested in the drama, the power games, the like fake like cooperation and stuff like that. That's why when um, like me and Landry were doing our show or whatever, I started to realize a pattern of like we're not really offering too much of I don't know. We weren't offering what I wanted to offer the audience. You know what I mean? There was a lot of like going over the Gabe channel, the Patrick channel, going over past history stuff, and I'm I'm like the guy who I like to watch a movie once and then maybe twice or something, you know, to get the fine details and kind of see what you missed and stuff. But I'm not the guy that wants to watch reruns. I'm not cool with sitting on the couch and watching the episode of fucking South Park from my childhood or anything. Like I'm just not into that stuff. You know, life is too short. There's so much out there that it's like, why are we going to get stuck on like yesterday's stream? Oh, they were talking bad about me.
Yeah,
Cool.
I don't understand it either. Like it's to me, it's a waste of if you have the potential to do your own content, why would you parasite off of somebody else's content and make that your whole channel?
Yeah, and
I
then
hardly ever play content from other people because I know I can create my own and have panelists come up and create our own.
Yep, and he's doing a great job at transitioning out of that. Like he's doing the man on the land kind of thing, and he's out there in the streets and he's getting like real footage and stuff like that. And I applaud him for that. That is a cool
He's
step.
he's starting to work a lot better with the people here too.
Yep. Whoops. Hold on
Oh,
one
is that
second.
little Moose, little Miss Moose? All right, we'll take a break, and don't forget we still have the Disco Chicken remix when we need it.
All right, we also got something else. I'm gonna post it real quick in the back.
Oh, I'm excited. Is that the new one? Yeah, this is the Panelverse raising the future. The world's gonna be okay, at least for us. I fear for everybody else. There's nothing wrong with being damned to hell. There's gonna be plenty to do there.
Yeah, but why would you want to be there when you could be in heaven? The pearly
Heaven sounds
gates.
boring. Even the Panelverse thinks so. That's why the peace never lasts. All right, let's see what we got. Is this your latest? Virtue Vampire. All right, should we watch it?
Please, I'm really excited.
All right, here we go.
I hope
people.
you guys like it. If you guys don't like it, then that sucks.
You're gonna
for you
love.
guys,
There's
but I love
There's
it.
never been a.
I
I don't
love
think
it.
Your creative challenge is to make a crap video. Make a video that we don't like. I don't think it's possible. I don't think you could make garbage if you tried. So here, should I drop us so it'll be full screen? Or do you want to comment while it's playing? Either way.
Oh no, drop me out of here.
All right, I'm
I
gonna
don't
drop
comment
us.
while
And,
it's playing because not the first time. The second time I'll talk to it or whatever. But
okay,
the first time
we'll get
it's-
the full screen premiere. Here we go. Virtue Vampire. Let me set it up.
You build a temple from your good intentions, a monument of porcelain. You polish up the same old sentences to hide the hollow man within. You play the saint, a perfect picture, a sacrificial, selfless grace. But I'm the one who reads the scripture and sees the hunger on your face. Oh, you love to play the martyr. You love the taste of my applause. You say you're trained, I'm pulling harder just to carry the weight of your cross. So take your crown. Take your crown and your plastic throne. You're just a virtue vampire, and I'm bleeding you dry of my sympathy. You're weak and you're powerless. Now that I know, when I'm the one who's not believing, just another hypocrite, and now it's showing. It's out I take. Invalidate! Self-obsessed and second-rate, carbon copy of a personality. You drain the room of all its gravity. A perfect 10 on the sociopath track. You're not a prophet, you're a parasite. A hollow case of borrowed light. I'm severing the line, I'm cutting the cord. I am my own reward. So take your place, take your crown, and your plastic throne. You're just a virtue vampire, and I'm bleeding you dry of my sympathy. You're weak and you're powerless. Now that I know, when I'm the one who's not believing, just another hypocrite, and now it's showing. Okay, let's break it down. You say I'm nothing? Who's the clown? You were nothing till you found me. So you crowned me and built your whole damn identity around me. You're like a leech, all you do is preach. Well, I'm the one who's climbing out of reach. Pathetic, apologetic, I'm the anesthetic to shut you up. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. I'm sick of the facade. Your holy words are just a fraud. You are the sickness
I love the moose at the end. Every time. Oh wait, how do I get the people back? What the hell? All right. Um, that is that one of your? Is that a persona? I noticed that's the second video that the character's in. Is that considered a persona?
Oh no, I took a picture of myself and then I made the AI like fill the rest of the picture in and then do the sides and the back. Oh,
Okay. Because I like the music too. The song.
my daughter's
Yes,
trying to play
exactly.
Frozen right next to me, so I had to mute the mic.
Oh. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you do your critique. I'm gonna hop out into the
Okay.
chat
Are y'all
and
doing
I'm gonna be
anything today?
listening. Yeah, I'm moving everything upstairs. I'm moving
Oh, like
my room.
works. Okay, I thought you meant fun stuff. Well, hopefully you get to do something fun in the middle of all that.
Yesterday I took him to the pool and
Oh wow.
the hot tub and stuff, and then we went to town and had a nice lunch and stuff. So we had fun yesterday, but
Okay.
we're really excited to actually be moving our room upstairs because for the last like year and a half, 2 years, we've lived in one room. And now, like, my daughter has her own room. It's all wallpapered up. Everything's all set up for her. And then our room just got painted and wallpapered up. So it took us a long time because this house is built in like the early 1900s.
Oh wow.
So there was a lot of work to do.
Well, good. I hope it. I hope it goes well.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And then hopefully I'll be back here in time for the
Oh, the
divvying
big
up of the
matchup thing.
partners.
And because we don't. I mean, we're not gonna be matching up right at on the dot. So if you if you need to be late or something like that, just message me and I can hold it up, or we can always just let you know later. So don't feel pressure to rush to it.
All right, I got to get to the family and yeah, definitely play that video again later if you want. It's not going to go live for a couple days, I think,
Okay,
but
I will.
um,
I,
I definitely want to hear your whole critique on it. So I'm going to get in the chat.
okay, well, take care. Thanks, Moose. And right. Oh my God, I love that. An energy amplifier instead of an energy vampire. That's that thing about feeling drained versus feeling energized, and creativity and collaboration and community and connection and watching other people's creations like we just did. That makes me feel energized. I don't get drained by that at all. I get charged up by it, and I just want more of it. And that's what keeps it going, the flame. Yeah, but real positivity, because positivity has such like phony, kind of like pop psych, phony, fakey connotate, like kind of woo. And I'm talking like the real thing, where people are. It's a genuine positivity because it emerges from a worthy activity that they're engaged in, or participation in some, like just even watching a video. It's still you're still participating actively in the enjoyment of that video. Because art to me has always been like reading or listening to music or watching a movie. It's a very active process to me. It's like a form of active meditation. My consciousness is shifted out of ordinary consciousness into its own kind of form that's ready to receive the art. And that's one of the signs of meditation is there's that shift in consciousness. The one thing that stood out for me that kind of broke the flow was that floor with all the white kind of graffiti looking loops and stuff on it. It lingered too long on that shot, and it was too out of sync with all the rest of the imagery. And so for a minute my mind was like, okay, when do we get out of this frame? When do we get back to the story? That was the one little visual element that caught my attention and took me out of the story. I don't know. Another thing that might be, is there were some parts that seemed more gray and monochromatic than others. So there was like a color rhythm where color, color, then a little bit of gray, white, a little bit more color. So maybe that was out of balance, and there was too much colorless areas. I did, Cynthia. Oh yeah, I meant to play it. Hang on. Watch this. This is our a panel, the collaboration promo thing that Cynthia threw together, and I think Landry might be working on one as well. And that's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern today, 1 p.m. Central. That's when the stream's going to start. We're going to match up at some point when enough people trickle in. All right, let's watch this promo from Cynthia. She makes it sound very dramatic and menacing and almost sinister. So I'm glad she has such good faith in us. Maximize its potential. Exciting. But it's really a force of nature.
I got a warrant. I'm not gonna say your county.
That's hilarious. I don't know, try to direct it a little bit.
This presentation, I completely forgot I had a live.
The usual suspects aren't live.
Hold each other accountable in a way that's productive.
Just dark energy. Your dark energy.
Can't be OTW. Fuck no. First of all, Fed, nice try. I'm just trying to save people from the.
Holy shit, Cynthia.
In the drama. Brings us to the next point, Gen X Jeff. I'm holding you to this, tomorrow.
I'm here. I'm holding you to it. You're not the one. That's Rich coming. Landry holding me to something. I'm not the one that needs to be held to anything. All right. Cynthia, that was you. You have a flair for the dramatic and a talent for picking out just the right clip. You captured a certain potential for this to be a certain energy. I'm tapping into like the positive, creative, healing potential that this happens to me, but you're really picking up on another kind of potential. Not even a bad kind. It's that edge, that panelverse. It has that edgy energy to it. Very Gen X, actually. Yeah, he's serious when he's in his. I know how the ADHD brain works, like the back of my hand. And when he's locked into his attention tunnel, he is more serious than anybody around. But when that breaks and the next squirrel comes by, that's why they have their own process they have to work in. And part of respect is respecting each person's process, especially for outliers, for non-normies, which most of us are in one way or the other. Either neurodivergence, psychopathology, personality disordered personalities. It's all part of the cauldron that makes up the panelverse. All right. I think maybe we'll do the Disco Chicken remix because I have to take an actual piss break, get a refill, get some waffles, and then we can resume. So let's enjoy the disco remix of Disco Chicken, Disco Cow. Lighting up the night together on the disco round. Oh wait, that's not the remix. Hang on. And I don't know how he does his art, but also don't lose an appreciation for the detail that Frank puts into his thumbnails as well. So let's enjoy the remix, and I will be right back. This takes me back. I'm pretty sure I heard this in my childhood somewhere. I grew up with Car Wash. The Good times. What's happening? All right, I'll be back.
Round chicken, round cow. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. It's sexy, sexy time. Sexy, sexy time.
All right, that is our intermission portion. Um, and I'll watch it again more closely later too. And if I have anything else, I'll pass it on. Some of that stuff sounded horrifying in this song, like horror disco. I think I heard chickens getting slaughtered or screaming or something. Cows. That's good. And speaking of, I guess I'll wait for this to end. Oh, look, lucky me. Um, Speaking of building community and enjoying good art and creativity, if you are not tuned into the Moose Lounge, y'all need to get, because everyone knows my dream of having a 24-hour channel. Well, Moose is already there. He is living the dream. He has a 24-hour stream he keeps going of all of the AI videos that he and Landry and some of their friends do, and their own rotation. And I'm sure if you make something good, he'll throw it in there as well. And so you can go and 24 hours a day and drop in and watch the videos, and you can chat with cool people about the videos. So he has a little community of his own going, built around his art, which I think is just a wonderful idea. So check out his channel, like, subscribe. Oh, you did? I thought you had it. Oh, because you kept it going all day yesterday, right? I thought you had finally reached your 24-hour goal. Well, anyway, he does it often. So when you see Moose Radio on, that's another cool little hangout space. There's no drama because there's nobody on the panel. It's just cool videos and people in the chat. That's what I'm working toward here. I want this to be a 24-hour space. Not necessarily this channel, but this community where people can come and share art, chat, get support, learn, grow, be in community, all kind of shit. I want this to be like a hub, a virtual neighborhood in a city where good things happen. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate it. I'm trying to bring everybody to you at the same time. We want everybody at everybody's channels all at once. Let me see. I've gone an hour. I usually keep this one open as long as needed. Some people like to stop by and start their day. It was good chatting with Moose and getting that inside perspective. Well, this perspective right here. Hey, welcome back.
Hey, so I want to play this one more time for you, and I want you to give me some more critiques before I finish the video.
Okay, the Virtue thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the one that you already played. I'm gonna put it up right now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, what sound do mooses make? We're gonna have to figure that out. All right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I need your full undivided attention for this because you're helping the creative direction of this video.
Okay, I'm not even looking at comments. I have it.
This
full
is a
screen.
collaboration right here.
All right. So far, I see nothing. Did I freeze? No. Did you freeze? Are you there? Moose, hello, hello. Uh-oh. I think you might have froze. I'm not seeing anything or hearing you anymore. Ah, okay. Here we go. I like the water. And I like the white in front of her black. That's going to draw in the gentleman. And I guess the Les is... It froze again. I wonder if it's like very resource heavy. and it's affecting your signal. All I see is the the one frame of snow with the puzzle pieces. Wow, I love that. See this floor. I wonder if you should just lose this completely. I don't know what it adds. This is cool. If you want to, I don't know if you need a transition into the face, but if you want one, just put some kind of image underneath and do like a second where you sweep up to the face. I don't think you need the whole floor. That was cool, very MTV. I like this one because it's like the dual nature of humans, anima, animus. I love the snake, except the three hands thing's kind of weird, but I notice AI does that a lot. It'll put an extra hand in things. That was cool. This reminds me of the cube. This was one of my favorite parts. It loves to use those transgender colors, though. That pink and that blue. This is kind of cool. I still don't think that looks anything like you. I keep trying to see the moose in it. A slight criticism, and I don't know if it's intentional, but to go from that cool looking iron crown to the little plastic Burger King crown at the end. It was a cool crown at the end. But unless the message is something about the contrast between the iron and the toy crown at the end. Ooh, this is really nice. I think the one on the left needs a face. It was too off balance. Unless there's a message in that crown, this crown, I would maybe consider aligning it more with the crown from before, because it looks a little plastic. The jewels at the bottom make them shiny and sparkly a little more. That color palette on the bottom of the crown was a drop in color. The moose was all. I wasn't expecting that moose at all. That was another clever. You find a clever way to do the moose every time. All right. I hope you got all that or heard all that. If not, it should be captured on the stream. So it is intentional.
Whoops.
Okay.
Sorry about
I
that.
guess
I had the,
maybe find some way to make that more clear, the crown message. Otherwise, it just looks like the cool iron crown got cheapened by the AI.
Okay, all right, I can do that. It's the crown's supposed to be cheap. It's supposed to be like worthless. It's supposed to. So maybe I should take the good crown out
Right, because you
altogether.
made it too cool. The first crown, you made it too cool. That's the problem. It was a
Okay.
cool iron crown that men would want to wear and aspire to and fight for. And so if it's also tied to the crown at the end, there's a disconnect visually. All right, yeah, you too. You tell me, and we'll be there. I'll be there. I don't know, in a few hours for the matchup thing.
Take that out there. Okay, so you said this the demon on the
That
left
creature
is
is
balanced.
awesome, but see how one has a face and one doesn't? It just looks slightly off.
That's because it's his shadow. It's a shadow.
I
It's
guess
a
that's not
demon's
coming
shadow.
through. Or
Okay.
maybe
All right. I can try again.
take the face off of the other one and just make them both shadows.
Okay.
It just looks like two separate creatures emerging from him. I'm not getting that it's his actual shadow. Yeah, see, this crown is cool. But then
All
when you
right.
try to tie it to the crown at the end, it loses something. Like even
Let's
story
see.
wise.
Where's
That
it
crown
at?
I like
This
too.
one. So this one's too cool.
Yeah.
That one's too cool.
I love that's a Mardi Gras crown to me. I would wear that one.
Well, then we got to.
So we have another cool crown, and then and this crown
This
needs
one.
some like freshening up at the bottom. Those jewels are.
All right, we can get rid of this one. We'll get rid of that one.
But
make a
if
new
you
scene.
want the message of like the crown is tarnished or stuff, there might be a story reason to have it in.
I don't know about this. This scene is kind of just weird, but
I just like it because it's cool, but it doesn't
I think
necessarily need to be.
doesn't need to
That
be
scene
that
could be
long.
put anywhere. I don't know if it's just like a little accent scene.
There we go. See, now you're in the creative process with me.
I love it. It's so good for the brain.
All right, and then let's see. You love that.
Yeah.
You like this scene, and then this scene.
I especially like that whole baby doll
You
hand scene is for the
you
Snow's
don't like.
face emerging effect. So once it has that effect, that its work is done. And I like the snake. The snake drew my eye right away, even when I was watching it the first time. But I didn't
What
notice the third hand, and now that I see it, it looks weird.
what's wrong with the hand? The extra.
How there's two. The guy has two hands and he has one.
Okay, so it should be 1 and 1.
Because it looks added in by the AI. It doesn't look organic, and the AI has a
Okay.
tendency to add in third hands.
All right, I got that. Scene 16. I'll do that again. I did that like 30 times to get that one. Let's
Oh no,
see.
sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. What about this one? I
I
like
like
this
her
one.
expression. She's huffing.
Yeah, I like that one.
She mad about something. She's not taking it anymore because she has
What
the
about the
spirit of the
eyeball?
lion within her.
Does the eyeball not fit?
I
Is
I
it too
like it, but it's very MTV. Like anybody that grew up in the '90s saw probably this exact eyeball at some point. But I like it.
exactly? It's supposed to be 90s, 2000s.
Well, it did a good job.
I
And
could
this
redo
is where I
this one.
started thinking, okay, this is a persona because it's the guy from that I Am video, and there's going to be more videos with him in it. So it's a style of music with a character and a visual style that's starting to build up. So it's kind of like its own sub brand, and that's what his this character was making me think. The floor I don't like.
It comes up from the floor automatic, like in
I
this
think you
scene.
could
So I
find
don't.
another image
I could
behind
take this one off. I could take this floor off, and then
and just use that one little piece under the chin.
just use this one right here. Yeah,
And but maybe like either
just this
spice it
right
up a
here.
bit or replace it with some kind of actual image, like maybe
It's
some
it
flames
starts
or
with right
some
here.
color. Because just that alone, like maybe put some thorns or something. Because just that alone, it like partially communicate. It's not a fully formed image. It from watching your work in particular, knowing it's a moose video, people are gonna know that it has the potential to be more than just white lines.
All right.
So it looks raw and unfinished.
I like this one too.
I
These are all
love
supposed
this.
to be
Yeah.
optical illusion
And
based.
this is all AI. Like she's not actually making these
Yeah, she's
expressions and
not doing it.
movements. Wow. The cleavage is gonna help.
What about this one? This one could be better too, I think.
I mean, I like that part again. With it's the crown. It looks like a toy crown. But I don't know if it does.
Oh,
This one though
this is
doesn't look
awesome.
as connected to the first crown. This one I can see as its own thing. I like this. I like that part, especially when the stuff first started to. Yeah.
I don't think people are gonna understand this scene.
This part, when I saw it, I'm like, look at Moose being dramatic. This is a dramatic side of you we don't get to see, or we see in different ways.
It's like it's the invisible weight that these people put on you that drag you down,
That
but it's
wasn't
all in your
coming
head.
through. It looked like you were having a personal moment, that it wasn't connected to anything outside of something going on in you. And I was waiting for something to
You look
happen with the
wonderful.
hands faster than they did. So it seemed
Yeah.
like a lot of dead time with the hands.
Okay. We can have to fix that one. We'll fix that one. This one you people probably don't get either.
I love that expression. Yeah, I know. I thought this was cool. It had me curious. Like, okay, what's coming next? This is already surreal.
Okay.
And that expression, I don't know if it's her face or the AI made that expression, but it's so human. Like it's not. It does seem artificial. Like because it seems like an expression you would catch when they're not trying to make an expression.
I love this part
Yeah,
right
I
there.
like that too.
I like that. All right, so the beginning might be a little too long, but when I tried to speed it up, it made it so the frames were kind of bubbly.
Oh,
It didn't
I
flow
didn't
right.
notice, and nothing struck me about that opening in particular. So I think it's probably
Okay,
fine.
that one's okay. And then what about this? This is
Um,
supposed
maybe a little bit of color toward the back. It's a lot of just white, like a white tunnel. It's not as defined where she is. So maybe a way
yeah,
to sharpen it just a bit.
yeah. So my artistic vision's not coming through. So she's polishing all these cheap awards because all these people are fighting for like fake crowns, fake power, fake validation from everyone, and so like these are supposed to be like plain and just like they're supposed to go on forever because you can endlessly get fake praise and fake validation and all that stuff. But I'll have to
It's not
fix it.
coming through. They
Gonna
look
have to fix this
marble.
one.
They look
Yep.
expensive, and they're displayed on a shelf with lighting, which is look makes them look luxury. Make them cheap in plastic. We need to be able to tell that they're plastic, and don't have the overhead lighting. Put them on like a cheap metal shelf or like something like that, because
Okay.
they're coming through as like this is like like she's in a mansion polishing a wealthy person's marble trophies. And she's dressed like she's like maybe put like rubber gloves on her or something while she's polishing.
Like the blue
But keep
ones.
the dress like in that dress. But definitely make the trophies look cheap somehow.
Yeah, I mean that's the clothes that she was wearing with the picture that I used. So unless I
Oh,
switch
that
it,
like that was her actual outfit. Wow.
yeah.
Well, he's earning one. He's slowly earning, quickly earning one actually. Yeah, this I don't have an explanation or defense for that. Steven has a way of worming his way into certain people's orbit. Whoever lets him.
Okay, so let's see.
Deep
I
red
got work to do.
walls. Ricardo's recommending.
I got one, I got two, three, four, five, six scenes to work on. All right. So this is sweet. This is going to be to me it's cool. This is a cool process because I've never done this with anyone. I've never let anybody see the timeline on my video.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm getting a lot out of it myself. So this collaboration just makes people better.
Yep. Jeff, I'm sorry. I gotta run real quick because my
Yeah,
daughter's
no
going off
problem.
to ballet.
Keep up
But
the good work.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Have a good time. All right. What a rare, y'all don't know what a treat this was this morning. A visit with an artist and a look into the creative process. What more could we have asked for to start these Sunday vibes in preparation for our panel, the great 2025 Panelverse collaboration disaster? And we have our final list. It is in the video description of the upcoming episode. Those are the names that are going into a hat. I technically did not get confirmation yet from Jack Talcott, but the rumors are that he said he's in. If not, we will either replace him or we may lose another person or so. So at some point tonight, we'll have our pairs, and the collaborations can begin. We'll lay a few bare minimum ground rules, and we'll let the dogs off to the races. I'm already excited. Landry had a great stream last night, kind of preparing for it, and we workshopped a little bit of it. Okay, this is what happened last night, if y'all really want to get y'all wigs blown back. Cynthia and I gave an example of two people collaborating that hate each other. The last two people you think would be able to work together. And we pulled it off beautifully. And so we set a very high bar. If Cynthia and I can come together and pretend collaborate like we did last night, there's no reason that any one of those names could not work together. Do not let Cynthia and I be the one to set the standard for this. because that is the impossible. Miracles are happening here in this panelverse. So yeah, look forward to that, and check out the channels involved. I think I have them in the description somewhere. Hey, Frequency Forge, I'm trying to figure out who you are because I keep I have you on my list, and I keep seeing your really cool videos, but I can't tie you to an actual person I know. I don't know if you're a second account or if you're your own person, but good work. And if we do this collaboration thing again, you'd be a great person to throw into the hat. So good to see you, and thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your work. So yeah, speaking of, let me drop the channel. If you haven't checked out Frequency Forge, he's another like AI music / video artist. Let me pull it up here. Ooh, I love your cover art. All right, here you go. Give him a like, a sub, or whatever you do with channels. Oh, right. Yeah, that too. And thank you, Lord Legends. I'm really bad about promos, so thank you guys. But Cynthia made the trailer for circulating about the Panelverse thing, and I think Landry's working on one. So if you can circulate all of those on your social media and get let people know it's happening. This Panelverse collaboration thing today, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. The stream will start. That's what I'm going to open the stream. But the matchup will happen when we have enough critical mass there to make it worth doing. Not everybody on the list has to show up for the matchup, but the more that do, the more fun and exciting it will be, or dramatic, or whatever. You're welcome to announce it on your channels. Oh, okay, don't leave. All right. You're welcome to announce it on your channels, and you are also welcome, if you come up on the stream today, to restream it back to your channel. This is a community collaboration effort, Panelverse collaboration, Panelverse Incorporated. I forgot to eat my waffles, and now they're cold. That'll be my punishment. Cold waffles and warm coffee and cool art and great conversation. What more could you ask for on a Sunday morning or any morning? If this is not church, what is? If this is not God, what is? If this is not spirit, what is? Oh, okay. Oh, was that a troll? It seemed like it was winding down anyway, so I'm happy to wrap up and get ready for the big reveal tonight. Right. All right, folks, that's all we got today. I think that was some excellent vibes for a Sunday to get us through the next 5 or 6 hours. And then we'll meet back at 4 p.m. / 1 p.m. Pacific for the matchup, and we'll get this collaboration going. We will open the gate to the next phase of the Panelverse. Panelverse 3.4568912.0. Something like that. I don't know what iteration we're in, but we're kicking it up. So be there for that. In the meantime, I leave you on some nice, peaceful Sunday morning vibes. Thank you all for being here. And let people know about our panel thing. All right, take care, bye.